Hi YouTubers, it's SmokeSC, Cessna for today. So I'm in the garage again, and I'm going to be doing a cigar review right now. This is our premium cigar review, so let's do it right now. Now you may have seen this cigar while I was smoking it, and yeah, so this is the huge ass cigar that I was smoking. So anyway, now that I'm finally done with it, it's going to be the Padron series Magnum Maduro Presidente 9x50. So it's a huge ass cigar, huge cigar, this big, and a 9x50 ring gauge. Now I actually reviewed this cigar a long time ago on my channel, just like the Natural. I reviewed it in, let's see, fall of 2011, which is a long time ago, like over 4 years ago. So I thought I would re-review it right now and do a better review of it. So, a full review. Now, the first third is Pepper, Bite, Cocoa, Earth, Mild. You first light up, you get a very tight draw and very mild smoke. Honestly, the reason you're getting such mild smoke is you have 9 inches of tobacco ahead of you like this, like you're smoking a freaking peace pipe, and you don't get much flavor because you're drawing the smoke through, and by the time the smoke gets to your mouth, it's so cool that it's like smoking a church-worn pipe, so that's the reason you don't get much flavor out of it. Just mild tobacco, a little bit of pepper on the retrohale, a little bit of cocoa, a little bit of earth, not much, just very mild. The second third, which is a long way in, so yeah, is creamy, smooth, pepper, coffee, medium-bodied. So it does wake up quite a bit once you get to like maybe half an hour and 40 minutes in. You do get some very nice creamy, smooth tobacco, peppery, coffee, medium-bodied. So the body definitely goes up to a medium-bodied, and you definitely get more flavor out of it. So yeah. The last third is pepper tobacco. So unfortunately, in the last third, in the last maybe half an hour of this cigar, kind of has a dirty ashtray taste, which is not that good, but definitely decent pepper, tobacco, that kind of stuff, pretty mild. The body kind of goes down. Honestly, I think the reason, car going by, is because it gets so hot. I mean, no matter how slowly you smoke this cigar, it's going to get hot from all the puffs you're taking off of it. Unless you're willing to smoke it for 3 or 4 hours. So, unless you're willing to smoke it for a long time, it gets very hot from all the puffing you're doing on the cigar. And it turns into like an ashtray-like taste. So, like that cold pepper and tobacco. Strength was medium to full. I actually got a decent buzz out of the cigar, probably because I was smoking it for a long time. I'll get into the time in a little bit. Honestly, if you smoke something for an hour and a half, 2 hours, 3 hours, you're going to get a buzz. I don't care if the cigar is mild, I don't care if the cigar is strong, you're going to get a buzz. Because of all the nicotine that's going through your mouth and your nose, you're going to get a nicotine buzz. Regardless if you're inhaling, regardless if the cigar is mild, regardless if the cigar is strong, you're going to get a buzz. The retrohale notes were pepper and espresso, so very strong alcohol espresso, and coffee, and pepper hints through the nose. Definitely more enjoyable in the middle point of the cigar, probably from half an hour in to like an hour in, so definitely good. The smell was your typical cigar smell, very nice. The burn was fantastic, no touch-up required, so pretty good burn. I mean, very good burn. Honestly, with a 50 ring gauge Padron, if you're seeing burn problems, it has more to do with humidor storage than it has to do with the cigar, because even though this is Maduro, even though this is a big cigar, hashtag big ass cigar, but if you're seeing burn problems with a Padron that's a small ring gauge or a smaller ring gauge, it's more likely to be due to humidor storage than something else. But Maduros do burn a little bit worse in general, so it lasted for 2 hours. Yeah, no lie, I finished the cigar after just over 2 hours in. So, very long burn time. Very long burn time. I mean, 2 hours is almost unheard of nowadays for cigars. Most cigars are meant to last 45 minutes to an hour. In the case of Robustos, Toros, Churchills, maybe an hour and 5 minutes, hour and 10 minutes. Even some of the best Padrones out there are meant to last for an hour and a half, hour and 40 minutes. 2 hours is almost unheard of. There's only a few cigars that last that long. So depending on how fast you smoke it, you're going to get between an hour and 45 minutes if you're smoking it fast, all the way up to probably 2.5 hours if you're smoking it really slow. So 2+ hour cigar, this is just amazing. So if you're a fan of long burn times and you just like if you're playing golf, and you just want something to smoke, this actually probably would be a good golf cigar because they need cigars that last that long on the golf course. Sorry. So overall rating good. Pepper, bite, cocoa, earth, mild, creamy, smooth, coffee, espresso, pepper, tobacco, medium body or so. Overall, pretty medium bodied stick. Maduro stick, not bad. 8 out of 10 for rating. The reason it gets an 8 out of 10, even though these are not terribly expensive, you can get these depending where you live. I got this on pipesandcigars.com for, I believe I paid $9.50 for it, $9.50. Some places you can get these for $6, $7. Other places you can get them for, up here in Massachusetts, we're paying probably $12, $13 for these cigars. Definitely very different than the natural. Overall, I smoked the natural and I reviewed the natural a couple weeks ago on my channel. Very different than the natural. Number one, burns a lot longer, burns much, much, much longer than the natural, and smokes very different than the natural. Has much more tighter draw, has more different flavors. Personally, I prefer the natural. I'm just not up to smoking for 2 hours. Occasionally, when I'm in a really good mood or I want to just relax for 2 hours and smoke a big-ass cigar, yeah, but not on a regular basis. This is not an everyday smoke. This is not something I would smoke every day. You know, on a rare occasion, if I'm doing something special or I'm watching like a video game marathon on YouTube, something like that. Not something for everyday smoke. I mean, that's why I get to 8 out of 10 for rating. Honestly, I don't think you're going to enjoy smoking this for 2 hours, 2.25 hours. I could be wrong. I mean, some people like long-lasting cigars, especially if you're playing golf and you just want something to smoke. This is probably a good golf cigar. But unless you have something to do, I think you're going to get really bored of it, honestly. I mean, after about an hour, hour and a half, definitely an hour and 45 minutes, it gets kind of boring. I don't mean to sound like a dick. I don't mean to sound like I'm complaining. It's a good cigar. But I think you're going to get kind of bored after like an hour and a half of smoking this. So I could be wrong. It's your opinion. If you want to pick them up, they're not terribly expensive. You can get these for $10 and under. So anyway, comment, like the video, share the video, rate, subscribe. This has been the Padron series Magnum Maduro Presidente 9x50. Anyway, comment, like the video, share the video, rate, subscribe, and bye.